Camera settings.
And there we are.
Yeah. This is going to be the palette stream.
Perfect. Only palette.
Mm-hmm. Do-do-do. 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 Doot. 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 And good. Boop, bop, bop. If nobody shows up by 2 minutes for Lee. Oh, no, it's thinking Joaquin Costa. Good evening, Yobi. For some reason, I'm tired again. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird.
Josh Aguirre, disliked. Cthulhu73, Octopus Mushroom. Cullen Steger, hello, I'm watching this to not stress out as the bipartisan bill is up for a vote and it is not good if it goes through. Ah, neat. Well, we're going to be painting some space soldiers.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully we can keep it unpolitical.
They're bipartisan space soldiers. I hope that's okay.
Yes. Yeah, Black Templar. They're known for, supporting freedom and goodness.
There you go.
Lucky bat. Ooh.
I had a 3D print finished 3 seconds before you called me for this stream. So I'm going to work on that. It's a tally counter or a mechanical counter. And I don't know if it's going to work, actually. Some of there doesn't seem to be... Some of the gears are a little weird. We'll see.
It currently painting some Lego figures. It's actually pretty enjoyable apart from trimming down their arms so they won't scratch off any paint. Oh, that's a smart idea. I painted some Lego models when I was a kid because I thought it was really cool to make my own Lego minifigures, but I would just not paint the under the arms and the arms because it would just rub off. I know even Lego, when they used to make chrome bricks, whenever they had to make a chrome minifigure, they would just rotate the arms to the back, chrome them, and then rotate them back forward, so you'd always get a little bit of unchromed Lego.
Wow.
Because I don't think they had a mechanism for holding arms before they were attached to a minifigure torso.
That's interesting. Wait, something's different. Jay, did you grow a beard?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Joaquin Costa, Black Templar are absolutely bipartisan. They will kill you with both the bolter and the flamer. Equality at its finest.
There you go.
Absolutely. Ooh, what's interesting is one of these skulls on this dude's backpack has 2 service studs, which means that these are most likely Space Marine heads. Or Space Marine skulls. I wish I had my second edition, or third edition, I think, Ultramarine Codex, because it has detailed explanations of all the different Space Marine heraldry. I'm pretty sure the service studs record everything the Space Marine does for 100 years.
Interesting.
So it's basically the cop cameras.
Amazing.
All these little bones on the side are also bones. Or I guess I didn't really peg them as bones, but they're bones.
They're baby bones.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think they are. Baby bones.
Cake the Bandit disliked and trying to figure out how I'm going to use 3 kilograms of PLA. Well, you could 3D print the Eons of Battle terrain that can be found over on our Patreon. You could print out 100 of the of the plasma generators, which are available for free, or some of the Necron terrain we have. But, I mean, if you really want some cool stuff to print, you got to join the Patreon.
This is true.
So that you can get the STLs.
Yep, and more models are coming soon, too.
Yeah.
We had a post about that today.
Wow, more models. I mean, there's already so many.
I know. Holy cow. What a world.
Frozen Throg or random augmented heads. I suppose that is true. The Black Templar, I think I've decided that all of my skulls and stuff are going to be from Fallen Space Marines, because it's like weirder to like crucify your friends. And Space Marines are all about just being awful.
They're all about crucifying your friends.
Yeah.
Jeez. Forsaken Fortnite, I'm not getting notifications for your live YouTube. YouTube is doing something. Well, that's rude. You know where you can get those notifications? On our Discord.
Yeah.
Those actually go through, which is nice.
Lance's Fantasy Gaming. Hey guys, this was Ashley and Lancelot's show. Been over 5 years now. I have a new goal in mind. I hope you guys are doing good. Also,
nice.
The Tactical Tortoise giveaway is ending tonight. Oh, I love that guy's channel. I will be getting the Patreon tomorrow. Ah, sweet.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, I always bounce back and forth between Tactical Tortoise and Auspex. I like Tactical Tortoise. Like, Tactical Tortoise has such great like production, and he's cool. But there's something magical about Auspex. Just a nice, calm Brit explaining it to you.
Really, the exact opposite of us.
Yeah.
To be honest, crucifying your friends is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Black Templar are kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of weird. Yeah, how does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez Louise. I don't know how this works. This is a wild thing. We're trying to think of we're trying to create a better way of keeping track of victory points and command points and stuff. Because we usually just use dice, but sometimes those dice just end up randomly on the table, and then we don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, or we forget to flip them, or we accidentally knock them over, or we move the command point dice when we meant to move the victory point dice.
Yep.
There's gotta be a better way.
Mm-hmm. I think this could be a better way, but I have to figure out how this goes together.
Kick the Bandit. I've already joined the Patreon, and I'm printing those out of resin. Ah, neat.
Yep. There you go.
George Gerardo, I finally caved and bought a hot glue gun. Damned power generator. I love a hot glue gun. I don't use it much, but when I need it, I need it.
Mm-hmm. This is very true.
ZNubaQ. Hello, everyone.
Holy cow.
ZNubaQ, have you made the jump to kill Team 21?
I remember last time you asked it was a no. So let's see.
Mm-hmm. Joaquin Costa, is that weird? I thought Space Marines would carry remains of fallen brothers in reliquaries to bring them honor in death. They do, but the Black Templar like carry them on their shoulders or strapped to their guns, or like they do it in a much less like seemingly honorable way.
I think it's more fun though.
Mm-hmm.
way more fun.
I feel weird.
You're weird.
Hunter of Ajax. I hope you all have a wonderful night. You can't tell me what to do.
I will not. I'm going to have a horrible night.
ZNBQ, I have not made the jump. I haven't been gaming much. Painted some teeny dudes playing the new MechWarrior 5 DLC. Ah, neat. Well, I suppose as long as you're playing something, right. I'll allow it.
And if you're finishing your dessert, we don't care about dinner.
Yeah.
You don't have to finish dinner. Jason M, normal people are the weirdest. I've been saying that for years. Have you ever met a normal person? Yuck. Do not like.
Skasher 4430. What is a good HQ choice for raptors? Using infiltrators and cursors and reavers. What's a raptor? Wait, what is a raptor? A Space Marine raptor?
It's a dinosaur.
No, it's a bird.
No, it's a dinosaur.
Space Marine raptor. It's a chapter. It's a Loyalist Space Marine chapter. I mean, then you can just go with the classic captain, probably with a plasma pistol and power weapon. I don't know. If you like close combat, then the biker chaplain is really, really nice. If you like shooty, I mean, captains hit on 2s. Although they're a little pricey just to use them as a shooter, because usually they're an absolute beast in close combat.
ZNBQ basing some 6mm cavalry, letting glue dry.
Neat.
Damn. Those are small. I don't know if you know that. Antonio, hey guys. Trying to set up a Stargrave game soon. Do you guys have any tips for quick and cheap ways of getting terrain done? I have tools to paint models, but not to build terrain, like foam.
Boy, for terrain is a really hard one. I don't really know. I know Frontline Gaming has tons of really nice, not foam core, MDF terrain in lots of different styles and varieties. So you might want to check them out. I mean,
how much cardboard do you have on hand?
Yeah, that's another good way of doing it. I don't know if it's a quick way, but it's certainly a cheap way.
Yeah. It's quick if you don't have to design it. Like, maybe you can find something online. I bet you there's some weirdo that has some plans out there.
Little Papakura.
Exactly.
I know Infinity by Corvus Belli has buttloads of like generic science fiction terrain, which might be a better suited for Stargrave than 40k terrain. Joaquin Costa, don't Raven Guard really like the Phobos stuff? Why not a Phobos captain? That's not a bad idea. Are the Raptors just like the Raven? Are they? They're probably a successor chapter because bird.
Because bird.
I cannot get the Suicide Squad trailer out of my head whenever the shark says bird. I don't know. They must have done some sort of like editing trickery, because holy moly, the bass on that bird.
He's also not real.
Well, yeah, but somebody said bird.
Nope. It's all AI. The whole movie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, not a lot of people know that, but yeah.
Fatboy15, would Carcharodons use more Phobos stuff or Gravis? Or just regular Primaris armor? I think they'd probably lean towards Gravis than Phobos, because sharks are like... Well, it's not necessarily true that sharks are like brute force creatures, because a lot of them aren't. Only a few, really. Most of them are small. So I think they could probably get away with any, as long as you sharky them up. Dana Howell has an excellent video where she converts her Indominus models to be Carcharodon Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Super K Gaming, ever painted some epic scale minis? And if you did, was it hard? You know, I did paint a dwarf that was probably like, I don't know, teeny tiny.
That's true.
And I really found it nice because every brushstroke mattered a lot. So, you know, base coating took about a minute, and then highlighting took like 10 minutes. It was actually, I actually really had a lot of fun painting that little dwarf. It was so quick.
Here you go. Joaquin Costa, my terrain is Kleenex boxes cut in weird ways.
Haha, nice. Aestheticus Deluxe. Whoa, first time watching a live show. Neat. I like a live show. They're fun. Especially when you talk to the person and they say the thing, and then it's like you're talking to them because you are.
Yeah, they're... Wow.
Yeah. I really look forward to Uncle Adam over at Tabletop Minion. Every other Sunday show. I get up extra early and watch it. For about 20 minutes, and then I go hang out, because we play games on Sundays.
Yeah. This is true. Obviously, another wild game of Kill Team going to happen this week.
Yeah, where I'll win again.
I mean, you lost last time.
I'd say it was more of a tie.
Yeah, well, beg to differ.
It's what they call a tie when you no longer have any models on the board. A technical tie.
A technical tie.
A bow tie, if you will.
I would say this counter's almost perfect, but so there's a peg that holds all the gears in place. It's way too short. So it's just a nightmare.
Skasher4430, making my custom Raptors jungle themed, and the Necrons from Indominus box custom overgrown, and the Marines use hit and run to the overwhelming numbers of the Necrons as much as I've thought of lore. Neat. Zine of the Q-Tips. I really need someone to recognize the King Shark was voiced by Sylvester Stallone, also done surreal. That's awesome. Fun. Good old Sly.
Good old Sly.
I mean, the Rocky movies are the greatest thing ever. And some of the Rambo movies are great. Free reliable guy. Me still waiting for my Leviathan Dreadnought to come in the mail. And more Space Sharks. Neat. Good old Leviathan Dreadnoughts. I'll probably own one day because I guess I collect Dreadnoughts.
And chaplains. Antonio, it was more of a tie is never something the winning side would say. Just saying.
George Guicciardo. Jay, how do you clean the Bond's filler dust off sanded parts?
Bondo
Filler off of sanded parts? Or just any type of filler? I mean, usually I just little blow off the dust. Sometimes I'll take a dry paintbrush and wipe a mini down. You definitely don't want to use like water or something, because that'll probably just stick it down permanently.
Yeah.
Joaquin Costa, I'm trying to get my salamanders as Monster Hunter themed, but I don't know where I can get lots of teeth or scale cloaks without using green stuff. I really suck at green stuff. Well, you could probably learn your way around doing some simple capes out of green stuff for shark parts and like shark teeth. I mean, 3D printing, I'm guessing you don't have access to a 3D printer. But I mean, if you can find, a tooth on Thingiverse or something, you can either go on Etsy or Facebook Marketplace, or I'm sure you can find somebody who can print a couple thousand for you for a reasonable cost.
Some weirdo, by the way.
It'll be a real creep. But
Jeez Louise.
Antonio, I've never seen a dentist outside of a dentist's office. I will not be convinced they are real. That's a good point.
Honestly, jeez, I think you kind of just made the case that dentists aren't real.
Xavier Martineau. Hey, Jay, it's been a while. Hi.
Hello.
Aestheticus Deluxe. Oh my gosh, I was today years old when I found out that Sly is short for Sylvester, as in Sly Marbo.
I get it.
Dustin Zechariah, The Leviathan Dreadnought looks 1,000,000 times better than the Redemptor. I don't know about 1,000,000 times. I do like the Leviathan better than the Redemptor. Sort of. I don't know if I love either of them more than the classic clunky Dread.
The Clunk Dread?
Literally a box. I want a box with robot legs and guns hot glued to the sides. Then something like that was really carefully sculpted and designed so that it all works.
I mean, is that even fun?
Mm-hmm. I watched a really interesting video by Bricky today because it had Ed, Edd, and Eddy, which is a TV show I loved growing up, about suspension of disbelief, and it was really good. And it was about how like you're willing to suspend disbelief only if you're entertained.
This is true.
And if you're like nitpicking and finding yourself like it's difficult to be getting involved with a movie, it's usually because you're bored. So like even though the Redemptor and Leviathan are technically proficient, they just don't do it for me like the old classic box. Although Bricky didn't like the new Star Wars movies, and I liked them. I don't know if he liked 8. I know he doesn't like 9, which I get. 9 is kind of a mess, but I like it. I feel like I've dealt with worse Star Wars movies.
Which is the absolute worst one?
Oh god, it's got to be Attack of the Clones, right? That movie's so boring.
It's not fun.
And if you think, well, the ending saves it, the clones are literally on screen for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It is not that much. Begun, the Clone Wars has.
I was able to get it to work. It's a little rough. I think I need to do a little redesign. He only geared one side, which means that it's really uneven. So it builds poorly. So I'm suing him for my $1 for this STL.
Mm-hmm. Mason M. In the Tyranids 2nd Edition Codex, there is a story of a lictor killing catachans, 2 of which are named Sly and Schwartz. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I get it.
Sylvester Stallone. That's pretty good. Weirdly enough, the new Sly Marbo model looks just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is confusing, but awesome.
And there's an R2 on it.
It'd be really funny if they made like another Catachan character called called Schwartz, Colonel Schwartz, but it's Rambo. Super K Gaming. Hi, I'm making an orc army and I want to give them a snowy looking look, but I'm not completely sure how I would do that. Well, if you want some snowy snowy or cold themed bases, we have plenty to choose from on our basing playlist at Eons of Battle at youtube.com, the thing that you're on right now. But
what?
One thing that can help things look cold is to keep it to cold colors. So maybe you add in some blues to your greens to make them a little colder. You put in some white into your browns to make them a little paler. Antonio, Jay defending the old box-shaped dreadnoughts over the new superior ones has the same energy as Old Man Yells at the Clouds. ZNibQ, I want everyone to equally recognize that the opening credits of Ed, Edd and Eddy were recorded by the characters diegetically. Yeah, Ed, Edd and Eddy is pretty great. It's like a weird, surrealist Canadian show about kids in a cul-de-sac using their imagination to entertain themselves. And so every episode, they're building weird contraptions or coming up with a get-rich-quick scheme so that they can buy candy. It is a great show.
I posted some pictures of this in work in progress. So you want to see this counter? People. Jay knows what it is, but it's pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna try to. I'll probably do a little redesigning, make it a little easier to build, and then I want to print out a resin, like really small ones. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Antonio, the best part of Attack of the Clones is the ending, though, because that's when the movie ended. Nice. Joaquin Costa, I like the Achilles dreadnoughts, like the Emperor's TTS, Custodes making the Oramite armor look good. Oh yeah, the Custodes dreadnoughts look dapper. They look good.
Mm-hmm.
I keep flip-flopping on the old Contemptors. I kind of like and dislike that they're more proportioned. Like, they're taller and more slender, but I don't know if that's right. I don't know. I flip-flop on the Contemptors. Although I do still want to own a Contemptor, because I read the book Apocalypse, and it featured a character who was a Contemptors for the... for one Chaos Legion, I forget which one it was, but he had since rejected their beliefs, and he had removed all of the paint from his armor, so he's just a bare metal Contemptor, and it was pretty badass. So I want to make him. Aestheticus Deluxe. Crushed glass is also great for snow. That's what I've heard. Is crushed glass is excellent as snow. You probably want to be a little careful around it. Don't take a good whiff, but you might die. But
yeah, it seems like maybe not a good idea. But wow, this works really great. I'm sure everyone can hear me move it.
Yeah, I can hear a little.
Alright.
Jacob Rust. Personally, I love the old Dreadnought kits, especially the chapter-specific ones and the Chaplain box knots. Yeah, I miss all of the Forge World special Dreadnought chassis. I think they were all really good. But they've since discontinued them, as they do with most of their products. So, good old Forge World.
Yeah, exactly. One day Forge World will be discontinued.
Yeah, you'd think, right? The worse quality products for twice the price.
It using snow for snow?
Ooh, now there's an idea. It'll definitely look the part. You'll have to keep all of your minis, though, in a cooler.
Maybe that's fine, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of an interesting storage solution, and we could probably make a video about that, and nobody would have a like, we would beat everybody to the market.
We definitely would. Put everything in a foam cooler.
Mm-hmm. Walking up to the game store. I'm like a real cool guy. Wow. This is made out of magic. Manticore Jones, Forge World discontinues. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so Forge World is ending tomorrow. What do you buy? What's the last thing you're gonna buy from Forge World?
I think probably one of those knights with the long legs. Probably the one with the bolter and sword. I don't know. I almost wish I could pick my arms, because I kind of like the shield and the bolter would be pretty dope, or the chainsaw and the bolter would be pretty dope. But I feel like each one, like, I don't like the Thord as much as I like the bolter.
Am I thinking of the wrong one? There isn't a build your own Titan option?
Not for the long leggy guys.
Oh, that sucks. They should have it for all of it.
I think there's specific units that have specific loadouts. Manticore Jones, Blood Angels, Flying Dreadnoughts. They do have a Flying Dreadnought. I don't think it can literally fly. I think, though, it can drop out of a Storm Raven. And then, like, limit its descent by using thrusters. But it is a wild concept. Dustin Zachariah, plain Contemptors are kind of sucky looking, but Legion/Chapter versions look pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. Kalzarok, the Anchorite. Yes, yeah! Have you read that book? I really enjoyed it.
I've never read it. That's funny, because I don't know how to read.
Manticore Jones, if this continues, things cyclically, because they have to constantly remake molds due to wear and tear. Yeah, that's, I mean, the Forge World resin, oops. Oh my goodness, how long has the camera been bad? There we go. Oh no, my double stick tape is failing me.
Oh no.
I think it's the light, though. The light hitting the camera. There we go. That'll probably get me through another 25 minutes. But yeah, Forge World has to constantly be recreating their molds, because they can only get so many pulls out of a silicone mold before it starts to be destroyed. And you can do things to get more life out of a silicone mold, but usually that means like taking it easy on the mold, keeping it in a nice temperature, like, and no temperature stress environment. But
massaging it.
But I bet they don't get to do those things because they have to crank out product. So I bet they have to make a mold, make as many models as they possibly can, and then the mold's dead and they toss it. Or more likely they cut it up and use it in more molds. You can't really reuse it, but you can use it as filler for other molds.
That's interesting.
That Band-Aid fix probably won't hold.
Jake Clark, get a Manta.
For sure.
There you go.
I was thinking about that, about like what like big projects we could do, and I don't know if I'm into those sorts of projects. Like, they look really fun, and when you think about the end result, you're like, oh, that would be so sick. But as soon as you start to think about the work involved, it's like, I'm okay. I don't know if I'd need to devote every waking hobby moment to that project forever for the result of I can take an apocalypse level thing in a couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Cute Necromunda character models. Necromunda has some pretty sick models. I think it's really cool that they just released regular folk, not like civilians, but like generic characters. And I remember reading in the comments on like Instagram and stuff, people being like, "These would be great for Stargrave," which I think is hilarious. Because a lot of people, when they proclaim loudly in the comment section that they're abandoning Games Workshop, they'll like talk about like Stargrave or something. And so it's funny that some people are planning on using Games Workshop miniatures in their games of Stargrave.
Why double stick tape? You were the chosen one.
You were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. Which, does bring balance to the Force mean democracy? Like, republic democracy? Like, what was... It's weird that this prophecy is so important, but we never, ever hear it or find out anything about it. And don't bring up some book. It doesn't matter. It doesn't help the movie. Jacob Rust, I'm not condoning recasting, but have you ever browsed Black Legion markets? You can get the old Forge World bodies for like $30 on there, and the quality is good. Maybe I have, perchanced upon that website before, but I haven't pulled the trigger on anything. I don't think I own any. I own one recast. And a fake Lego minifigure, because I didn't know better on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I buy from recast. Oh, I mean, I said nothing. Super K Gaming. Now here's the ultimate question: Rogue Trader Grots, good or bad? There's Rogue Trader Grots? I'm gonna guess good.
Better than the Grots that we have now. The Grots that we have now aren't even grimdark.
Manicore Jones, Forge World models are so pretty, but cleaning the resin is awful. Yeah, resin is not as nice to work with as plastic. Plastic is nice. It's just a nice, enjoyable thing to use.
Manicore Jones, even Squidmar is afraid of his manta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be quite the project. But if anyone can tackle it.
Yes. We're both getting the same notifications at the same time.
But my phone is all the way over there, within arm's reach. What could I ever do?
Exactly.
I am out of options here. Oops, that was not the right thing to do. I feel like I was a little down on Pro Acryl paints yesterday. They are very good. They're very good. They're very consistent. They're very easy. They're very workable. Unlike some other paints, they mix well.
How much are they paying you?
Oh, it's
or did they
millions.
Yell at you for saying
it's crazy.
Because you were saying such horrible things about them yesterday.
I could totally see if somebody wanted to, like, I want the best paints, spare no expense. I'll get this one paint brand to rule them all. I'd probably say go Pro Acryl.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want every single color that's ever existed in life and on Earth, because then you go with Vallejo, because they literally make every color that's ever existed.
That is true.
But I find I don't need different colors as much as I just need good quality of the colors I want. Like, I don't need 10 greens, I need like 2.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Aaron Ferguson, I entered into the competition. Yep, you did. That was the notification. Hilarious.
Kino Quinones, why do Space Marines wear backpacks? To carry their lunch and bus money. No, it's the power plant for their armor. It what generates all of the energy used by their power armor. It also acts as a heat exhaust for the energy. Aesthetics Deluxe. I really want a Stormbird until I watched someone who had to build one on YouTube. Yeah, the Stormbird. I'm a big fan of the Thunderhawk gunship. I don't like the Stormbird. I feel like the Stormbird is just trying too hard to be a cooler Thunderhawk. It's not that much bigger, but it has like double the guns, double the armor, double the wings. But I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. I think the original surpasses it.
Akina Canones, it's crazy how Jay brags about the shill money constantly, but Nick has to rely on chat to afford to Stompa. Yeah, it's a little bothersome. But see, at least I'm not a shill. So there you go. Yeah, Jay's the shill. Jay Shillin. That's what that is right there.
Man, to Corey Jones, the Star Wars balance prophecy gets explained in the Clone Wars cartoon. I mean, it does and it doesn't, because the prophecy has already been foretold in The Phantom Menace. We learn a little bit more about the prophecy in the Yoda episodes and in the episode where, wow, is this tape just it's plenty sticky. I wonder if it's because it's so humid down here right now. There's currently quite a bit of tape.
Well, today might be the last day of tape.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, yep.
Pepjin Luton, any tips or advice on a Bad Moons army list? Love the channel, guys. Always makes me laugh. Your sarcasm, humor is awesome. Nice. Which one are the Bad Moons?
Orcs.
I'd say oh god, which I don't remember. Are they the Steeler? Are they the piratey guys? Are they the
I mean, piratey guys this reboot is.
God. Yeah. Which one are the Bad Moons?
We don't really know the clans very well.
No.
I don't know if you guys know that.
I mean, the snake bites are naked. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Bee snaggas are bee snaggas.
Yeah.
I guess they're different overall.
So, yeah. I don't know. I would say get boys, and then maybe a box of knobs and a war boss.
Mm-hmm. I got a knob right here for you. You know what I mean.
Francis Cote is the Death Corp of Krieg models on Forge World in resin. Yeah, everything on Forge World is in resin. Although I think some of their conversion kits do really. Is there no stickiness whatsoever. I mean, it's not even that heavy. Most of the weight is on the base, which is just sitting on the table. Yeah, it's not even. I mean, it's still really sticky. I just don't understand why it's not sticking to the metal. Maybe if I add a little extra. There we go. Nope, it didn't stick at all. It's really sticky though. Maybe I can do this. There we go.
That is odd.
Wait a second. Boom. There. My light is holding up my camera.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Aaron Ferguson, bad moons are the yellow rich guys who like shooting.
Ah, well then probably boys with shooters. Or I guess it would still kind of work. Or ludas. Good old-fashioned ludas.
I've been known to take a couple ludas in my day.
Don't call me Shirley. Which Fallout games are these models from, Jay? I think these are Fallout 4, but I'm not completely sure on that. It could be the newer one, the Fallout like, what is it called? Fallout 74? It could be from that game.
Very cool.
Jay Clark, here's a good question. How do you display your finished minis? I'm trying to reorganize my hobby stuff and trying to get minis out of their boxes. Boy, that is a tricky one. Although potentially recently, I mean, we're trying out a thing with some shallow shelves, and that seems to work pretty good. The shallow shelves means that you can physically see and light can get into the back of stuff, and it seems to work pretty well. If there were deep shelves, I feel like things in the background would get lost.
Yeah. Although maybe you want them to get lost.
Yeah. I also have an IKEA Detolf, which is very nice. It's just a classic like trophy case. But the only problem with that though is it's like I don't know. It's like 5 feet tall, maybe a little taller, and I feel like the shelf that is directly at my eye line is awesome, and I don't care about everything else because I don't want to like crouch down or look down. Like, it makes sense, I suppose, if you have trophies in there where you can kind of just, it's big and you can see it. But, like, it's no fun having your orc army displayed on the bottom tier of the shelf, 4 inches off the ground. Like,
right.
Sure, you can squat in front of it and get a good look, but I feel like almost everything has to be at least, like, close to eye level.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
But boy, does the Detolf look nice. It's a nice looking display cabinet. It's also really heavy because it's all glass.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Costa. Hey Nick, can we get some Benny Hill on this camera fixin'? I'm
gonna be editing that in afterwards. Also, how could we possibly forget? Don't Call Me Shirley suggests Cobalt Keep. You could use Cobalt Keep display cases.
That's true. Those are really, really nice. They would sit nice on a shelf. They keep the dust off your miniatures. They keep them nice and safe. And they're a great size. I really, really like the single mini display cases because they hold really nice in the hand, and then you can look at the model without even touching the model.
Yeah, you don't have to get those Cheeto fingies all over the place. All that Cheeto dust.
Shane Harper, how do I join the Discord?
There's a link in the description of this video. It is the second link. Click on that link, and it'll make you join. I think you have to accept a few things. I don't remember. It's been a while. And I think you have to say that you won't be mean. So, don't be mean.
Damn it, Jay. You calling Fallout 76 Fallout 74 made me fuck up my free hand. Takamoto at concert, but would rather be painting with y'all. Aww.
Just leave. Run away.
Kino Quinones, how are the Patreon reviews of Warhammer Plus going? They're going very, very good. You could say we've almost started.
The first review is going to be coming out on Saturday.
Yeah.
So get ready for that.
Kino Kananas, how do the Cobalt keep single mini display compare to those tiny display cases they sell in craft stores for golf/baseballs? I think they're. I mean, they don't fit a They would not fit a baseball. They might fit a golf ball. They're thinner, they're taller, and they have a square bottom that has a metal plate in the center, so that if you have magnets on the bases of your minis, which Cobalt Keep also sells bases that come magnet ready, and so your model will click down right to the middle of the bottom of the display case.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Aguirre, it's really hard to paint, watch the stream, and play New World at the same time. Nice.
Mm-hmm. You might have to give up on one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be the stream, right, guys?
No.
Right?
Yeah, of course not.
Kiddo is damn, Jay was ready with that pitch. Oh, yeah. Memorized. Freddy Frieza, you guys ever participated in a painter competition?
Never once. I wouldn't mind finding something kind of local, but I don't think I could really compete in like a real painting competition.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm getting better all the time, so maybe one day. I'm also not that interested, though. I'm not very competitive.
Mm-hmm. You can say that again.
I'm not very competitive.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun to do a local one.
Mm-hmm.
Does our local shop do one?
Yeah, I think they do them all the time.
Ah, that's cool. Jeez. Could you imagine, I don't know, let's just make something up, where there's a Discord server that is for a YouTube community that also has challenges on it that people can do?
Although last time you said I couldn't win that challenge.
This is true.
I win the Eons of Battle painting challenge.
That'd be hilarious. You get the prize.
Yeah.
You get the prize that we pick.
Mm-hmm.
That'd work out really well. I'd pay to see an Arch versus Jay painting competition. See who's the real fan.
Oh boy.
You think that's gonna happen anytime soon?
Yeah, for sure.
We're actually working on that video right now, which is kind of weird that you brought it up.
Yeah, we're not.
What? Yep.
Linku11. Good night, guys. I'm heading out once you read this comment. I like that you hung in there, because I always wait to hear them read it too. Whenever I'm like, well, I'm gonna head out.
And I will wait until you say something.
Mm-hmm. And I will wait until acknowledged.
That is hilarious. Mm-hmm.
Freddy Frieza, interested in a local painter competition with different prizes like best base, coolest conversion, most ridiculous conversion. Well, that sounds a lot like our painting competitions.
This is true.
Which there's one going right now.
This is true. This one's all about that base.
That base.
It really is. I actually wasn't planning on doing that. It just happened.
I was.
Okay. But yeah. Very exciting. A lot of good entries again. I mean, it just keeps happening that way.
Mm-hmm.
Just lots of cool stuff.
Lord Vesh, what could one man do with so many chaplains? I really do like the idea of fielding an only chaplain's army. I think that'd be hilarious. And I could totally do it.
Mm-hmm.
M3 Sis, what is so fragile you can break it by saying its name?
Glass.
Tristan Lee Silence.
That's what I said.
What does a clock do when it's hungry?
Ticks.
It goes back 4 seconds. I'm not hearing a lot of laughter.
Yep.
Manticore Jones. Oops, all Dreadnought army.
There you go.
Kino Kinone's Major Kill. Good old Major Kill. I loved his workout video. It was super funny.
Yes, that was good.
It's like, I'm going to show you how to get super fit and you can still drink a bunch.
Perfect video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that really is the most important.
Yeah. Tristan Lee, then you can challenge Kirioth's all Dreadnought army. That would be really dope. That would be super dope. Yeah, Kirioth is another man who loves a Dreadnought. He's not local, though, which is tricky.
Yep. They never are.
Mm-hmm.
It is tricky. Maybe we just move.
Yeah, there you go.
Eons of moving.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Eons of Moving. Aaron Ferguson right now painting the Burna Boy for my Commando Kill team to go up against my friends Custodes.
Ooh, nice. You gotta pull out every dirty trick when you're going up against Custodes.
Mm-hmm.
M3 Sis, my wife is in labor with our 4th child and she asked if I could turn off the stream. I said, it's over soon, get back to pushing.
Amazing. And yeah, I'm sure that's 100% real.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Nick, what's 5 plus 5?
10! Because it's 10 o'clock. And you know what that means, folks. We're going to be signing off, but we have we had 2 videos out this week. We got another one coming out tomorrow. And then we have a Patreon exclusive episode, and then also a Patreon only stream after the normal stream tomorrow. Jeez, It's almost like joining the Patreon means you get a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, we took a little behind the scenes photo of something we're working on. I'm going to post it after the stream.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is honestly crazy. So,
all right, stuff. Everybody. Go watch all the videos. And if you've already seen them, go watch them again.
We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
So join us.
Good night, everybody.